This is what I have of a styrofoam drawing, a new project I just started. Though I had thoughts about what I wanted to do for at least ever since I finished that styrofoam drawing of the African American man with the sweatpants and hoodie and the baseball cap at 12:44 p.m. And for today, I only had to finish the back the coloring for the back of the sweatpants, the detailing and the coloring for the back of the boots, and then finally the baseball cap, all sides. To finish detailing and then color. These were some of the Sharpie markers I used today in order to finish that styrofoam drawing, and I've used one of these Sharpie markers, and I'll use the other one in order to work on the styrofoam drawing project that I just started. It's currently 9:05 p.m. And it wasn't that long ago, probably just minutes ago, when Dad got home from Salvatore's, bringing home I believe it's a large pizza with bacon and cup sharp pepperoni on a red base sauce, with red being what marinara sauce is referred to as. Sometime after he got home, he got to see the completed styrofoam drawing in person, and he enjoyed seeing it. He said that everything was proportional, that he liked how I did the Adidas logo, and the zipper for the hoodie. And then he went into the kitchen area and put some extra virgin olive oil and some pepper flakes on the pizza, or at least my initial pieces. It makes for a good pizza. Throughout the day, I've had the window to the spare room open. Throughout the day, there's been a gentle breeze. The only concern with it is that if I'm not careful with the placement of styrofoam pieces, the majority of which are unfinished projects, from either earlier this year or late last year, the wind can move them around. For the most part, the styrofoam pieces have to be close to the window. What I mean by that is that the pieces are kept below the window, but still near it. Presumably that way the wind can't blow the pieces around. I woke up just in time after I went to bed last night. Woke up just in time to let Dad know I was up before he left for work at around 7 in the morning. And it was around that time that I had the muffin and some coffee. I was able to beat that medium-sized army. I used the fast units and the artillery units for the Iron Age. I tried out the auto battle feature for the first wave, and it just immediately skipped to the battle over section. And it didn't do what I expected, which was to show me what decisions the AI made. Although the AI left me with just 3 ballistas. Ballistas, which is the artillery unit of the Iron Age. And one of them being damaged. that second of the enemy defending army, that second wave, 1 fast unit, 2 heavy units. I targeted the fast unit first until it was destroyed, and then the heavy units took so long to get to my remaining artillery units. The one I was left with after the AI skipped through the first battle, the first wave, and without showing me the strategy it used, so it could try to recreate it. By the time the heavy units couldn't destroy my ballistas before I defeated them. So for now, I'm to beat this next quest as part of the event. I'm currently doing 15-minute supply production periods on all of my buildings that produce supplies. In terms of the tech tree, I'm currently here with only the slowness in my trade offers being accepted really holding me back. Yeah, I'm currently sweating lightly. It's been I think a somewhat hot day for a day in May. Technically still spring. Throughout the day it's been moderately hot. And again, a gentle breeze. That at times felt good. Dad made 2 sandwiches for me before he left. I had the first one along with some kettle jalapeno chips at around 1 p.m. because I focused on working on that styrofoam drawing and finishing it. Around the time of noon, the original time for eating that first sandwich, I was working on the cap. And at times debating with myself if I should include additional Nike logos on the sides and back of the cap. I ultimately decided to not do that and just make the sides and back solid standard blue, essentially. I'm not able to upgrade this because I don't have the necessary supplies. Okay, here's where I am on the tech tree. I had the second sandwich along with some more jalapeno kettle chips at around 4 p.m. From what I recall, the two sandwiches were basically capicola and corned beef with pepper jack cheese and sriracha mayo in between sesame seed buns. I would go and upgrade the trader, but to do so requires some mana. The amount for which I almost meet. Perhaps maybe that might be what I do next. Maybe upgrade the trader. At times throughout the day, I've also been working on the 99 Dan Hamming episode by working on that new first raw video file. And by first, I mean it's probably going to be first in the timeline. When I go back and do more editing in Camtasia Studio. In particular, I've been specifically what I've been doing is that I at last came up with a plan for that brief scene in which the Hispanic female of the trio thinks of essentially her view of ideas on how to go viral, for which for that brief scene that's currently 0.875 seconds, I created a custom character using the Vyond Studio Character Creator for Business Friendly to create my representation of a VTuber avatar. Someone's impression of a mukbang, if they aren't too familiar with them. a PNG of the original Wojak character, that I downloaded from an archive website in order to represent videos featuring Wojak and other meme characters such as Boomer and Zoomer. And a depiction of that same Styrofoam drawing I finished earlier today as a prop character skating. In that garage of, I think, a template that was released as part of that new expansion of the leisure activities template. And by the way, I like how diverse Leon Studios stock characters have become lately. I have plans for this latest Styrofoam drawing project. An African American man with dreadlocks and a plaid jacket. That's the current working plan I have in mind. What I'm doing currently is using shape props to block out this television screen so that I'll be able to remove it in Lunapic. With little difficulty instead of a lot of difficulty. What seems like redness are actually made up of a whole bunch of red shapes. That's just how I have to do it, because otherwise I can't get rid of this off screen for this TV prop, of which it's the only one that'll fit on a wall at an angle, which is how the side wall garage is. The side walls of the garage in that new template I added today as that brief ideas scene within this larger scene. Yeah, that's how it is right now.